Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. This is a specific video lesson segment for those that are type B blood type subgroup. This is a continuation of video lesson number 8, and this is part 9. Again, if this lesson series is for those that are type B subgroup, and if you are not a type B subgroup, the others should be prior or following this lesson. So type Bs have a strong immune system. They have a very strong digestive system. They are capable of resisting many chronic diseases, including type 1 diabetes, and if they develop them, they usually survive them very well. Like type A's, Bs have a very high base level of cortisol, which means that they can be very subject to insulin resistance. And they are at a higher risk for insulin resistance because of that extra blood sugar that is going to be caused by that cortisol. So they're subject to the influence of lectins on their metabolism as well. They are more prone to hypoglycemia and obesity than the other groups. Type Bs and type Os are, for the most part, very closely related. However, they occasionally will display totally dissimilar and unique traits. Type Bs are usually very sturdy. They're very disease-resistant individuals. They are less likely to develop heart disease or cancer than the other blood types. If they do contract the more severe diseases, they're highly likely to survive them. But they are highly prone to exotic immune system type disorders, like multiple sclerosis or lupus or chronic fatigue syndrome. Diet plays a very major role for the type Bs, so avoiding exotic disorders and living a long, healthy life can be a good part of the reason. So Bs are highly prone to hypoglycemia, as I said. Gluten from wheat products and wheat germ will slow your metabolism, and it will promote weight gain in type Bs. So when you're careful to avoid toxic lectins, type Bs will generally respond very well in their attempts to lose weight because they do not have thyroid issues like the type Os normally, not always. The digestive disorders or the physiological barriers to weight loss that are so common to other blood types usually isn't as common in type Bs. Foods like chicken, corn, potatoes, processed sugars, lentils, peanuts, sesame seeds, wheat, and buckwheat promote insulin resistance in everyone, not just type Bs. Corn, wheat, lentils, buckwheat, sesame seed, and peanuts will impact weight in type Bs far more than any others. They will cause fatigue, fluid retention, and hypoglycemia in type Bs as well. Hypoglycemia is low blood sugar. Unlike other blood types, the type Bs can achieve metabolic balance, even if they consume moderate amounts of dairy, although it's not advised, especially if it's homogenized. Corn inhibits insulin efficiency in type Bs, and it hampers their metabolic rate. That means it'll slow down their metabolism. Lentils will also hamper the metabolism because they cause low blood sugars, hypoglycemia, and they inhibit nutrient absorption. So lentils are not a good thing for type Bs to eat. Peanuts hamper the metabolic rate also again. They impede proper liver function, and they can also cause low blood sugars. Sesame seeds slow the metabolic rate as well. They inhibit digestion, and they can also cause low blood sugars in type Bs. So buckwheat inhibits the digestion and metabolic efficiency, and it causes hypoglycemia again. Wheat should also be avoided completely because it not only slows digestion and metabolic processes, it causes food to be stored as fat by inhibiting insulin efficiency. It causes insulin resistance. Vegetables, especially the green vegetables, meat, eggs, liver, and licorice tea, are effective foods that aid in promoting metabolic processes and counter hypoglycemic reactions in type Bs. They should eat meat to counter stress in their life. So, however, type Bs should avoid chicken, poultry, completely from their diet because they contain a type B agglutinating lectins in their muscle tissues, which can lead to immune disorders and even to strokes. Eggs are permissible because they do not contain the same damaging lectins as chicken and the chicken meat especially. Type Bs do very well on seafood, especially the deep ocean varieties like cod, salmon, whitefish, flounder, halibut, and sole. They should avoid the shellfish completely, things like crab, lobster, clams, shrimp, mussels, and others. As stated, the type Bs are the only blood type that can actually eat dairy products, because dairy products have the same D antigens as the type Bs. However, if it's homogenized, it is going to be a major producer of type B LDL cholesterol, and so you should avoid it. Type Bs of African and Asian descent typically have difficulty adjusting to dairy in their diet of any kind. Homogenization of dairy makes it unfavorable not just for type Bs, but for everyone, all 4 blood types. Olive oil will enhance digestion in type Bs, so you should avoid all other types of oils in your diet. Extra virgin coconut oil is an exception. So type Bs should not eat nuts and seeds of all types. Some legumes like kidney beans, navy beans, lima beans, and red soybeans are very, very beneficial. Broad, cannellini, copper, fava, green, jicama, northern red, snap, string beans, tamarind, and white beans are neutral, which means they're not going to cause you any issues. You don't have to avoid them. You can eat as many of them as you like. You should, though, avoid azuki, black beans, garbanzo, pinto, lentil beans of all colors, and black-eyed peas. Type Bs are encouraged to eat a wide variety of vegetables, but you should avoid tomatoes because they will irritate the lining of your stomach. Type Bs can eat a wide variety of fruits, however, but again, you need to be careful not to overeat on fruits. Pineapple is especially good for Bs, but be aware they also are very high in natural sugars. And the same applies for fruit and vegetable juices. Type Bs react to white or black pepper, cinnamon, cornstarch, barley, and almond extract. They should limit their beverages to herbal and green teas. Green tea is especially good for them. Water and juices are good, but avoid drinking too much, especially if it's not watered down, because fruit juices are very high in natural sugar. Avoid distilled liquors, seltzer water, and all sodas and colas. Everyone should avoid sodas and colas. So now, you're going to see the next few slides are listings of the different foods, vegetables, proteins, and so forth. And you'll note that each one, there's a listing of beneficial foods, neutral foods, again, you can eat all the neutral you want, and detrimental. You should make a note of the detrimental foods and eliminate them totally from your diet. However, these slides are going to be only up for a very short, brief period of time because of time limitations. So if necessary, please stop the video in order to get a listing of the foods that you need. Thank you for watching this video, and please pay it forward. Thank you.